You'll try to censor us. You'll try to get us to step in line. You'll try and make us put things in our body that we know aren't good for us. You'll try and lock us down. You'll try to keep us from having a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You'll try and keep us from electing a leader of our choice. You'll try and take our guns and our Second Amendment, our freedom of choice, our freedom of religion. But we will fight. We know what's coming. There are otherwise good people on the wrong side of this thing. There are people who aren't involved. They try to stay neutral. As far as I'm concerned, they're complicit. That's not a good thing to be when people have had enough, when people rise up.
Hey, Shalom Akim Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Ruwell. Blessings and salutations be to the hopeful elect, noise in his gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the spirit. I actually saw a brother kind of go into this. Well, not kind of, he did go into it, but I wanted to put my emphasis on it as well. Because we're in a time now of serious hell breaking loose in America. All right, as you saw this Edomite here in the video, basically stating like, look, we're not gonna bow down to your tyranny. Okay, as we know in the Bible goes into a system of a draconian, which Draco goes back into a Athens lawgiver during the time of Athens, Greece, which will penalize you for the smallest crimes to the maximal or to the fullest extent of the law. Okay, like when you look at how Jake gets treated in the court systems, that's draconianism, man. Okay, 3 strikes law, that's draconianism. But it's gonna come to a point of time that the smallest offenses will equal a death sentence, man. Okay, and what I have in mind is the MOTB, MOT to the B, which we effectively call the mark of the beast. Okay, that will be pretty much mandated through death if you choose not to comply with the mandates that Esau is going to bring about in a short time, in the near future. I'll say the least. All right, so people are getting to the point now, they feel it, they see it coming, they're seeing that these new pestilences are coming on the horizon, and they already feel like they've been tricked through the first ordeal. So now people are pretty much rising up against the system, and they want to take it by storm. They're not going for it anymore, especially when you got this woman Kamala Harris that's basically talking about infringing on your Second Amendment rights. Men like this are gonna go batshit crazy. Okay, they're gonna go crazy because they don't want their freedoms to be taken away, because in the Constitution it tells you that you can pretty much defend yourself by any means necessary. And in fact, in their particular Constitution, it tells you that they're supposed to rise up against tyranny that you're seeing happening now in this current administration, even the last administration. Okay, so they're gonna take it upon themselves and exercise their Second Amendment rights, and they're gonna go to war with their governments, because in the Constitution, once again, it tells you that you can form a private militia to overthrow a tyrannical government. And basically, this bitch Kamala Harris basically was telling Joe Biden the last before the election of the last term, that basically, yeah, we can take away people's rights. Okay, and Esau ain't gonna fare well with that. So I have an article here that kind of goes into it. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Kamala wins, if Esau don't do anything, then I don't see these people really rising up for real, even though the spirit is gonna rise people up. But if she wins this selection and they steal it from DJ, then you can very well see that yeah, this is a done deal. Okay, so anyway, it says we're looking at serious civil unrest regardless who wins. Martin Armstrong fears post-election chaos. It says just this past week, the Biden administration has backtracked about the employment, as it was widely reported that the U.S. economy added 818,000 fewer jobs than first reported, in the year that ended in March. It says a huge miss or a huge lie, take your pick. It says other big lies we have been told in recent years. Trump is colluding with Russia. Hunter Biden's laptop is Russian disinformation, and to see you know what, such and such are safe and effective. Now, I want to mention one thing about this whole Trump ordeal. You know, for you devils out there that think Donald Trump is going to bring back some type of unity or uniformity to America. One thing, Trump is completely on the side of the small hats. Okay, he's going to back the small hats 144%. So peep this, if he does win, which he's likely to win on paper without a question. But let's just say if he does get selected, he's still going to go to war with the Russians because Israel and Netanyahu, you know who, they're not backing down to any conflict in the East. Okay, and he said that. He says we're not going to stand down. And Trump has vowed to protect the small hats. So right there, Russia's best interest goes out of the window. So they're fucked either way it go. Okay, Netanyahu, you know who is not going to stop shooting missiles on Hezbollah or Iran and all the other proxies just because DJ gets selected. No, DJ is going to follow his elite. He's going to follow his executive orders under the elite bankers of this world. So you can forget about all that peace in the Middle East shit. Scriptures say peace and safety, sudden destruction. But anyway, and it reads, it says, that is just scratching the surface of the lies we're told on a daily basis. It says the lies which people realize are becoming preposterous and are adding back to the public's lack of confidence in anything, including the economy. It says Mark Armstrong say we are in a period of great uncertainty where people, when uncertainty, they don't spend, they save. And that's what happens in a depression and a recession. So it says if you have no confidence in the future because of all this crazy stuff going on, it's like my allergies. It says, what do? You don't borrow, you pull back and say, let me see what is going to happen. And that's what people are at. It's like a stalemate. Okay, people know that shit is going down, but they try to turn a blind eye to it. And they're just kind of holding out. Okay, Esau's last hope is Trump. Like they've given him the moniker of some great savior when he's nothing but the devil as well. But it says here, Armstrong say another big lie told to the public is the approval rating of Kamala Harris. It says the so-called polls say Harris is running neck and neck with Donald Trump in the presidential race, but don't believe it. Armstrong says a recent data dive on his Socrates computer program shows Kamala's approval rating came around 10.5%. So basically, she's not even nowhere close. And what's happening is that the elites are manipulating the behind the scenes. And like I said before, let's just say when they go to election night, you know how I believe it's 270 votes, if I'm not mistaken. That screen, that computer screen that you're seeing, the red and blue states, and they show you all Illinois and Delaware just got finished voting and they're counting the last votes. That's all bullshit, man. Okay, don't believe none of it. That's what they put to make you think that your votes are being counted. But behind the scenes, the elites have somebody controlling those numbers. Okay, so if it says Illinois won 99% of the Democrat vote, but Missouri won 99% of the Republican vote, at the end of the day, they're still going to sway it to who they want to win. Okay, but realistically, if people had the choice, that shit wouldn't even come close at all. Okay, he would defeat her 10 times to 1. She may not even get 200 on the board. Okay, because everybody wants Trump. Well, all you dummies out there, you still want a presidential candidate over you, which is going to take the orders from the elites. But it says a second confidential source says Kamala's approval rating is 8.5%. Confidence in government is 7%. So how can Kamala possibly be 40%, 50%, and 60%? It is illogical, okay? And yeah, because Esau's a fucking liar. Okay, he's a liar. So let's get this in the book of Psalms, the 52nd chapter. And let's start at verses 2. It says, thy tongue devises mischiefs, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Yeah, because it's all deceit. The presidential selections, all right, the economy, the job market, it's all based on deception and witchcraft. Okay, they manipulate the numbers and they feed you people a poorly generated narrative, and you buy into it like the Muppets you are. Okay, because you've been so duped by this society, And by the bullshit they spoon fed you for so many years to the point you start to believe it. Hey, these people are totally in gross darkness. But it says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all the valiant words, O thou deceitful tongue. Yeah, so this whole election is all bullshit. The polls is all a damn lie. All that shit she was talking during the DNC in Chicago is all a bunch of goddamn lies, man. Okay, Kamala does not have the best interest of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Trump does not have the interest of you either. Okay, and I'm gonna put it to you this way: a lot of you black women, period, you're gonna be unalived in record numbers once Kamala gets in office. Okay, I guarantee you that, because a lot of you gonna come with that boss bitch mentality, and men are already on edge by dealing with you crooked ass women. A lot of you gonna get unalived. Just straightforward, like she ain't gonna be able to seal a gap on protecting your ass. She ain't gonna pass laws to protect you and all you boss bitches. It ain't going down like that. Okay, you women are gonna be unalived in record numbers once this bitch gets in office. Mark those words. Same thing when this guy, monkey boy Obama, got in office. More Jakes was unalived on his watch than any other goddamn presidency. So yeah, man, go ahead and put her in office, man, because honestly speaking, I'm ready to see you women get judged any goddamn way. You know, you walk around here too proud, too haughty, too stuck up, too arrogant, and you act like that you're untouchable. But it's going to come a time that you get caught out there in the streets without a man, somebody's going to have their way with you. And I'm saying it that way. Okay? But I can think of a much harsher way to say it. But I won't this time. I'll chill. All right? Anyway, it says the polls are already propaganda, really propaganda at this point. They were propaganda back in 2016. They all say Hillary will win and she will sweep Trump under the carpet. But on the RFK Jr. suspending his campaign and endorsing Trump, Armstrong says, I was always pushing RFK Jr. to be Attorney General. I think I got his eyes to light up when I said if you take the Attorney General job, you can even indict you know who. But Armstrong says that Trump camp is seriously considering RFK Jr. for Attorney General, and Armstrong says he has been in contact with the top Trump advisors. It says we will see, but we do know RFK Jr. is going to be a part of the Trump's administration. But on Trump winning in November, Armstrong says, look, the computer says Trump should win, but I don't know how the hell they will allow that to happen. And they may not allow it to happen because he's speaking to how can I say it? He's speaking on too many talking points that's true, and it don't benefit them to bring Trump in. Even though Trump was senior to World War III, he would bring back a draft. He will damn, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, he would bring back a draft. You know, he would go to war. He would do all these things. He would protect the small hats. But even then, he have talking points of not doing away with the Second Amendment rights. He wants to bring back wealth to the, communities. He wants to bring back jobs. He wants to stabilize the economy again. He wants to pay down the deficit. Speaking like that does not benefit the elites. And if you have a guy like that that's speaking of such things, but he doesn't win, that's playing on the emotions of these people. Okay? It says they will have to trap Trump into a war or they kill him, one or the other. These people are unconscionable. But we're looking at serious civil unrest regardless of who wins in November. Neither side is going to accept it. Yep. So on gold at $2,500 an ounce, Armstrong says it's not about inflation, but it's about the fear of a U.S. debt default. It says this is why central banks are buying, Armstrong say, but if there's a big war, the U.S. will default on its debt. And I'm very concerned that they will start World War III before the end of the year and maybe by September. Well, I don't agree to that because, if they stop dragging their goddamn knuckles and push the fucking chip, then we can go to World War III. But it's like this chip is the only fucking holder. It's like a goddamn red light that ain't turning green, man. Here you got the next light there and it's turning red and it's green. It's ready for you to go through, but this light don't work. Okay, this chip has been in talks for the last 20 fucking years, man. And in my personal opinion, I wish the shit just hurry up and come. All right, like what the hell are you waiting on? You already got the puzzle pieces in order, but you want to gank people and squeeze them till you can't squeeze them no more. These people are ready to be taken past the MOTB. Okay, Esau, take the jobs, take the dollars, take their money, and say, look, if you don't get the MOTB, you cannot eat. That's what you do, bro. Okay, you the devil, you figure this shit out. What are you playing games for, man? You got the people where you wanted. You had them where you wanted in 2021. But you giving them time to figure your ass out. So now they going to revolt against you, dumbass. You've been better off passing the MOTB when you did the lockdowns the first time. You fucking devil. Stupid motherfucker, man. You sit up here playing whole knowing because you think your kingdom is no, man. You getting ready to lose, bro. And that's what you're afraid of. But don't matter. You holding up. The Lord like, look, nigga, jump off the diving board. Lord like, look, if you don't jump, I'm going to push you off. So regardless, if you don't want to move, the Most High is going to make your ass move, man. Because we're tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. And I'm tired of you fucking bitches. I'm tired of you fucking niggas. I'm tired of you fucking crackers. Okay, I'm tired of you fucking gooks. I'm tired of you wicked ass niggas that call yourselves Israelites. We're tired of every last one of you. And honestly speaking, I'm ready to see you destroyed. Okay, honestly speaking, we don't care how the Lord do it. Just move you out the way so we can get the kingdom and finally live in peace and prosperity, man. All right? You don't want to wake up to a fucking midge flying across your face every goddamn morning trying to suck your goddamn eyeballs out your head. All right? And listen to niggas bring out false breakdowns talking about Christ is Yahweh. You know what, Nate? May the Most High destroy you and your wicked leadership. How about that? Anyway, Salakia, brothers. Kind of got a little rant, got a little angry there. Isaiah 19:2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. This is talking about you bobblehead Americans, man. Starting with you Edomites first. And Esau was scared, man. I went to a little car spot yesterday, and I was talking to this one Edomite, and Esau is losing it, bro. He's on edge, and I was talking to him about the state of the economy. And, you know, he was just like, man, if we don't get a good administration in there, we fucked. Because, these patriots, they really believe in Trump. He's their Lord and Savior. Okay, these hunkies really believe that this guy, Donald Trump, is sent by the Heavenly Father to bring back justice to America. But if they understood the Bible, they would understand that the Lord hates Babylon the Great and he wants to destroy it. And he hates your leadership as well. Okay, the Lord is not dealing with Donald Trump at all. Maybe to bring in wickedness, but he's not dealing with him as a righteous man because the Lord is not desperately trying to revive America. Okay, the Lord wants to destroy this goddamn place. Okay, this is the final stop, then the kingdom. This place just needs to go first. And it says here, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Okay, meaning you're going to have a civil war on all sides, man. Okay, like I said, anything can go down from now up until this damn selection. I'm going to say it that way because regardless on who wins, things won't happen. Things will happen. There will be civil unrest regardless, because that's the way that it's set up. So from now, whether there's a selection or not, they have to think about it on many different fronts. Whether they want to go through with it, they say, well, look, we have to bring about a pestilence. That way we can suspend the election and keep the people, in some type of control. But even then, people are going to be on to that shit. So people are going to buck up against that because they feel like you were bringing these pestilence to keep more wickedness going in the earth. This is why, bro, Esau, when you invented the internet, that fucked Esau. Okay, when this internet was created, that was the worst thing that happened to this devil because now he's getting caught out there. People are seeing his moves before he make it. People already know, well, what a convenient time to bring about these lockdowns and you got an election less than 3 months. Like, people were waking up to the shit. It's like, it's stupid. Why didn't you just do this shit 2 years ago and keep it that way? At least it would have been somewhat believable that something is going down. Now, cyber attacks, this and that. People know that you're hijacking shit. And people know, man. And they ain't falling for no goddamn war. All right? But it says here, and the spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to wizards. Okay? People are going to go and consult mediums. They're going to consult counsel about how this place is going to bounce back. Okay? And this place ain't going to bounce back. It's a done deal. It's dead, and it's never coming back, and good riddance to it and the people in it. Fuck this place, man, and everything that it stands for. All right, and that's how the men of the Lord feel. And it reads, it says, and the Egyptians I will give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord of hosts. And they call her Kamala. They call her what they call this bitch? Corporal Kamala or some shit. I don't know. Some masculine ass name. But she's a fucking cruel lord. You see what she's saying? She's basically saying that, look, with the swipe of a pen, I can lock somebody up from just signing a piece of paper and take away your life and inconvenience you, your apartment. This bitch would do that just off the fact she's a fucking bitch. A fucking woman, man. You know, and our emotions mad. You know, and just the fact that people don't like her, she gonna make the lives of men hell here. And then a lot of you women gonna get unalived, man. Because men ain't gonna be like, fuck it. And the cops, you think the cops gonna really come to the defense of these women? No, the cops don't like this current administration either, man. You know, cops don't give. They don't like this. They don't fuck with y'all like that. All right. And another thing too, she was talking about taking away your Second Amendment rights. Even Biden said, "Look, we can't do that. That's against the Constitution." And she did a little stupid ass cackling laugh that she do, and then she said, "We're gonna say we can do that, Joe." And to the point, somebody, hey, when she gets unalive, that's gonna be beautiful, man. All right, but the Most High gonna save her. She may get hit with the missiles, or she may just go head first in slavery. You know what I'm saying? She may make it and go head first into captivity. Okay, because a woman like her, you can't do enough to bitches like that and to demons like that. You gotta torture their ass, man. Okay, so regardless of it, these elites, they getting ready to catch all types of L's. And it reads, it says, "In the Egyptians I would give over to the hands of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them." That's draconianism, man. Okay, a fierce king, meaning you run a red light, you getting the back of your goddamn head blown off. This is why they trying to use particular military personnel to enforce certain things on people. And the main thing they're gonna force on people at gunpoint is the MOT to the busy. Okay, that's gonna be the main thing they're gonna mandate. All right. So anyway, go here another precept, couple of precepts. Second Ezra 6, and I'm gonna start at verses 22. And it reads, and it says, "Suddenly should the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses should be found empty." The sown places, the economy, okay, your venues, your shopping centers, these things are gonna start to fall apart. Especially if we end up taking another LD, it's a done deal, okay? The economy won't survive. The economy is barely on two toes left. It's a done deal. Okay, it's like a breathing tube. Like when you see a life support patient and they have a breathing tube going down their throat and they have a ventilator on them, the machine is breathing for them, but the person is like really dead, but the machine is keeping them alive. It's like the spirit is almost like in limbo some goddamn where, like let them cross over. And that's the same thing with Babylon. It's a limbo. But it reads, it says, "And when the trumpet should give a sound, when every man hear it, they should suddenly be afraid." And the trumpet is these coming skirmishes. Okay, because there will be war, there will be attacks. FBI has been warning about attacks on American soil in the coming days. Okay, so we're gonna see a lot of shit transpire before the selections, and don't be surprised if they start doing more cyber attacks. Okay, like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, they hit a national outage, and I mean you still had planes and you had particular systems that were down for weeks, you know. But anyway, and it says, "And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs that are found shall stand, and in 3 hours they should not run," man. Okay, so yes, gonna get real crazy real soon. Second Ezra 6:15 and 15. "For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people should stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." That is a civil war. Okay, that's a civil war. Guns, bricks, bottles, which proves that even if they do try to infringe on your Second Amendment rights, people ain't gonna go for it because it says swords in their hands. They ain't going, so people gonna still have access to weapons. See, one thing about it, they gonna come after you niggas first because they understand they can bully you jakes. They know they can bam on the door and keep bamming. We know you're in there and buzz down the door and take your weapons because they know that you have no rights. You're 3/5 of a man. Esau, they ain't gonna go out to the country and really fuck with them. I mean, they may try, but Esau gonna give them that script like, "Look, you infringing on my freedoms. Get the fuck out of here, or we gonna blow your head off." They'll leave, but when you jakes try to recite that bullshit, they gonna take you. They gonna beat your ass and take you to jail, or they may just kill you. So when they start instituting a weapons ban, they're gonna start with the tribes first, because honestly speaking, the tribes is who they're really after. Okay, all you other people are just really casualties of war, but the tribes is who they're after. And it says that there should be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're gonna say, fuck our president, fuck our governors, fuck our senators, fuck our mayors, fuck our councilmen, because they're a bunch of fucking crooks any goddamn way, if you ask me. But people, they're gonna be on this type of time. And a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. But for it says, and for because of their pride, the city should be troubled, and the houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. And a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So there you go. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you will edify to the next lesson. Shalom.